to another video. Today is Sunday, July 20th, and I'm going to be basically continuing the backtesting thing. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try and backtest this. I'm just gonna go ahead backtest this session. This month of March 2025, and yeah, just try and get data basically. But okay. So yeah, this morning, like I did backtest February, and it was like a 27% win rate, which isn't that good, but I was only down like -2 R, so that's like 1% down if I risk correctly. So I'm not really worried. We lose barely anything, if we even lose, that is. Let's move on. So last video I did January, and so now I finished February. I'll show the data later. I can show it right after this, right after I take a trade, right? So here we're completely bullish, price broke structure upside. Gonna look to take trades to the upside, so yeah. Just wait. Got ourselves an FEG here, okay. Boom, price comes into the FEG, break structure once. Alright, just looking for another break. 2 breaks, and that is a trade. Stop loss is down there. TP is all the way up there, following the rules. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I was just okay, hold on. I'm just going to open this position here. See how it goes. I'm expecting it to lose, honestly. I don't know. It's just a big stop loss, and I don't like big stop losses. I just feel like it's less chance to actually hit the trades. You get me? I'd be sleeping at this time. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna go to stop loss. The trend is bearish. Still, I don't have any rules for exiting trades, so plus it's only 25 bucks, bro. That's like 0.5%. I can take that. Okay, this is way too long. I'm gonna like up it up a bit. There we go. Okay. That's first loss of the month. Right, we're a bit bullish. FEG. Fuck. Man, I swear, like the ads by Google is like a whole jump scare, man. You're trying to do something and it just immediately jump scares right in your face, bro. Let's see how this strategy plays out for the month of March. Alright, boom. And boom, right? So Monday the 3rd, March 2025 is Monday 3rd, March 2025, FEG. And yeah, so basically this is the data for February using this strategy. We had 11 trades. We won 3 of them. We lost 8 of them. We're down 2R. That's not bad, Like, I've seen months where I lost 6R using other strategies. So I'm quite fine, honestly. Let's move on. Boom, boom. Move on to the next session. Okay. So I'm totally bullish here because price is broken bullish to the upside on the 1 hour. Just gonna watch if I can have any PD arrays to the upside here. Nothing yet. Still nothing. Okay, we have this low over here. Can price do a TC? Definitely. It can definitely do a TC if it wants. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it out. Just so if price wants to do a trend change. Right? So yeah. One breaker structure upside. Two breaks of structure upside. That's an entry for me. Stop loss down here. No trend change yet. This is a valid trade. 1 to 2. See how it goes. Stop loss probably. All right, there it is. That's some money. Let's go. I'm gonna mark out the trend change. Doesn't really matter. Right, we had 1 hour bullish structure. We had a 15-minute liquidity sweep, and then we just entered in off of an S2 reversal. Tuesday, the 4th March, 2025. Liquidity. Boom, boom, boom. Send. Move on. It's pretty fun backtesting, honestly. It used to be like grueling because I had to watch like 4 different pairs just for SMT back then. But now I can just, backtest easy like this. It's pretty simple. All you gotta do is just look candles, right? We're bullish because it broke structure upside. We do have a trend changeable thing over here, but we are bullish most of the time. Right? We're bullish. Alright, let's see if we can have any PD arrays to take us higher, because if we are bullish, how are we going to keep going bullish? That's usually what I think about. I learned that from Arjo. Amazing trader. Taught me everything about order flow and everything. And, pretty pivotal in my development as well. With that, man, I've got exams coming up. Though I don't want to really. Don't want to. One breaker structure upside. No breaks. Come down to the trend changeable area. That's a breaker structure. Nope. Don't like price action, I'll be honest. One breaker structure. That is a fucking tick, dog. I mean, technically, yeah, I'm gonna wait one more candle though. Cause like probably on TradingView or something, that shit probably didn't enter me in. I'll be honest. I want like a clean break above it, not like a one tick break. But it is valid still. To enter on a one tick break is still valid. I'm not against it. Alright, that's the money. No trend change. Boom. Right. We got an FEG. Filthy FEG. Doesn't need to. But if it does, that's cool, I guess. Take the picture like this. Wednesday, the 5th March. $20.25. FEG. Fair value gap. Price went higher like that. Very nice. Move on. Now just imagine this strategy, but like 3 extra pairs. Just imagine how much I'm gonna be losing, bro. Just imagine how much I'm gonna be losing. Oh, I can't wait to be in a 5 losing streak. Oh boy. Let me go ahead and put this on here real quick so I can. Alright, so I am bullish just from that break. I'm really bullish. We have TC down here, okay? Trend change up down there. So I'm bullish. Let's see what price does. Nothing yet. Nothing for me to take prices off or anything. We have an FEG here. See if we get a reaction. Doesn't look like we are. That's a doji. I ignore dojis. Not very great. One break of structure upside. Oh. Okay, it respected the FEG. This FEG is still in there. Still holding strong. Let's see if we can get another break. Nope. Okay. One break of structure. Damn. Still nothing. Yeah, so it broke structure lower like that. I'm not looking for any trades. We do have a low over here. No trend change. Okay. That's we can take this higher if it ever gives me an entry. I don't think it will though. Nope, definitely not. Okay. Move on. No trade that day. Because didn't give me an S2 reversal. We're off to Friday now. That's not bad. Time is pretty quick when you're trading these charts in history. That's why they call it historical. Gosh. Wait, hold on. I did that wrong. It's supposed to be here, little bro. $9:30 to 11 is the only time I'm gonna be trading. Hard stop at 11. Anyways, I am bullish because it broke structure upside. I am really bullish. We can only turn bearish from there, really. So I'm pretty bullish. Price takes us low. That is a long use. So see if we get an entry over that or not. One break of structure. Nice. 0. One break of structure. 2 breaks of structures. Okay. Boom. Stop loss this low because of SL rules. 1 to 2. That did not enter me in. How the fuck did that enter me in, bruh? Okay, now we get it in. Now we get it in. And that's a stop loss? Dude, what the fuck? You cannot tell me that that was not a liquidity sweep, fam. Okay, there we are. Yeah, they ain't got me guessing, bruh. Alright, whatever. So, we were bullish. And we took a liquidity sweep to the upside. Same as all the other trades. Boom. Monday the 10th March. March 2025. Look. Move on. See if we get any other trades. Imagine doing this but like 4 charts every single day. It's gonna be a lot harder, but I feel like it'd be worth it. You know, the amount of effort you put in. If I just really master this edge, then it's wraps, bro. It's wraps. Anyways, I am bullish. We can turn bearish, right? Bullish because we broke structure up here, and we can turn bearish if it ever touches that low, basically. See if we can get anything to move higher from. We have an FEG right there. Okay, never mind. Well, think I'm gonna like backtest at least 1 month of data every single day, and like after that, like what 12 times. I don't know, like maybe 6 times, but like 6 times 4 would be what? 24 months. 24 months of just like data. That'd be fucking cool, wouldn't it? And I would be really, um, sorry, what? I'd be really confident in my edge and everything. And honestly, I feel like that's what matters. So we do close below the gap. That is now invalid for me. Never mind, we have a liquidity sweep. So we're still bullish. We broke structure upside. Nice. See if we... Nope. We get the low again, so that's invalid. We break structure up. Nice. 2 breaks of structures. I'm gonna enter that. Stop loss right here on this swing low. Boom. Entry. See how we go. Okay, bruh. Okay, I'm not taking that trade because it already took TP, but damn. At least the analysis was right, let me see. Yeah, we would have been entered in and then stopped out, obviously, So I don't like how, like, the fact that it took so long just to, like, even enter. I'd say, like, 10:30 is maybe the longest time I'd wait because I want to go to sleep. And if I miss out on, like, a win, sure, I'll miss out on a win, but, like, I don't want to enter an invalid trade like that, You get me? I'd rather not trade invalid trades than miss a win, you know? So, yeah, just move on. Damn, Trump candles, really? Alright, so we're bearish because it broke structure lower. We can turn bullish if it ever tries to touch that. So I am bearish. Remember, I am bearish for the day. Okay. Yeah, I'd say that tapped, but that was like a tick, bruh. Okay, that's now a good tap. Okay, thank you. See if we get an S2 or not. Don't think we will. Nope. Okay. Move on. It's now Thursday the 13th. Wow, that was fast. I am bearish because it broke structure lower. I'm going to look for bearish trades from 9:30. We do have an FVG over here. I like that. I've seen FVG entries and then instant exits. However, it doesn't seem like this one's gonna be it. Yeah, that definitely doesn't. It still respects the gap. There's one break of structure lower. 0. Nothing yet. One break of structure. 2 breaks of structures. That's an entry for me. Stop loss at the swing. Following S2 rules. Boom. And stop out. Okay, that is fine. I don't think there was anything stupid I did there. Actually, no, there was. That's not a valid trade. I didn't realize that, but did we enter before or after this? After this. So this is not a valid trade because this FEG would have been closed above by now. So yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry, guys. Yeah. We have a liquidity here, but I really doubt it's gonna give me an entry. No, okay. Move on. That was an invalid trade. I've got to get good at like realizing the FEGs getting invalidated. Because like I worked with order flow, and then like the order flow, the FEGs are not considered invalid, even if they're closed below or above, right? Even if they're like completely closed, as long as the swing that made the FEG wasn't taken, the FEG is still in effect, right? That's kind of what I was taught on, and it's still there, still here. So I'm bullish today. We have a high. I'm bullish. Okay, so we have a low. We can just start looking for reversals here. One break of structure, 0. One break of structure, 2. Nice. That's an entry for me. Stop loss swing. TP. Boom. Boom. I assume this is going to be a loss. There we are. I always assume it's like the worst case scenario, because if I don't and I think every trade is going to be a winner, then I'm never going to have a stop loss. Like, you know, imagine that. Imagine losing however this much is. Well, that's not actually a loss, but like, you know. What the fuck? Oh no, don't zoom in. No, 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 no. That's super, super weird. Anyways, yeah, Friday the 14th. You sure it's the 14th? It feels like this would be the 15th, but alright. Friday the 14th. March 2025. Took this off of liquidity. There's the trade. I don't actually know how we're doing on the month. I'm just getting data, unbiased. Because right now, in my part of the journey, it is the testing part of the journey, right? I'm testing things. I'm trying to figure things out by myself, right? With like a small structure of everything, right? So I'm bullish because it broke structure upside. But yeah, like right now, it's the testing stage. I want to get like at least 6 months of data, you know, on maybe Euro USD or like one single pair. I just want like 6 months of data, and then from there, I'll look at all the losses and see if they have like if they have anything in common, and like if the winners have anything in common. You know, maybe like it's like a third breaker structure after it and stuff like that. I don't even know, right? But like I'm just gonna find similarities, and then I'm gonna like mark them out, and you know, trade off of them. Trade only trade when they're you know, present for a higher probability and stuff like that. So I'm bullish. Yeah, definitely. So I want to be taking longs. See if we get anything here. No, we don't. Okay, move on. Back when I was trading supply and demand, Mondays were the weirdest days ever, bruh. Usually there was nothing to trade on Monday, because it was just moving up and down and up and down. It just wasn't making sense for me then. Oh my god, bro. I swear, the moment price does this bullshit. Okay. When price like, when the charts just, you know, do whatever that is, it's annoying. So I am still bullish, but I can turn bearish, right? So I want to be taking bullish trades, just not right now. Just not if it, you know, closes there or something. So me being bullish, I want to take it off of a liquidity sweep or an FEG. Nothing. Okay. Well, let's move on. Hey, I got the bias right. Wow, we are getting barely any trades here. Like a no trade streak. But that's basically a discipline streak. So we are bearish here, with a chance to turn bullish there, right? So I'm bearish. I want to take bearish trades. 9:30. We have a liquid, like a FEG right there. Okay, what the fuck, man? I swear price has just not been moving. Price has not been moving at all, fam. It's been consolidating at all. We're already in like the we're already finishing up the third week of the month. Okay, bro. Come on, let me tap blood. What the fuck? What is this, fam? Dude. Oh my god, bro. How? Okay. Stop, bro. Okay. I'm gonna need to do this again. So basically, I was bearish, right? I would be bearish there. I try to look for bearish trades here. We had an FEG here. See if we got a trade in there without closing above it. I hate when Traders Casa does that. Price closes around here. No, we don't get an entry. So yeah, no entry here either. Price has just been really, really weird these past week. Let's see if Friday has anything. Usually Friday has like something very nice to offer. If the the entire week was just shite, Friday just gives a little treat here and there. We're bullish, but we do have a chance to turn bearish there. So I'm gonna be taking bullish trades. Hold on. This is 9. So 9:30. Yeah. So I want to try taking bullish trades. We take out this liquidity. Yes. We have one break of structure upside. I'm gonna ignore the doji. Two breaks of structure upside. That is a trade entry for me. Stop loss is technically here, but they're exactly the equal, so I don't understand. Either this or this. Like I've never encountered this before. Like usually it was like at least a tick above or something, but so how I look at stop losses is like before the second break, find the most recent down candle, right? So it would be this. Now from the down candle, find the previous swing point, the previous swing low basically. It would be this, but this one takes it. So it'd be this, right? Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Right. Using logic, I can think it out, right? I'm not dumb. Well, I kind of am, but like I'm not that dumb. Let's see how I lose. Whoa, what the fuck? Jesus Christ, that was so fast. Okay. Hold on. TC? No TC. Okay, that was a valid loss. Break a structure. We had a low taken. We had a very enthusiastic break, but that shit was just that shit was also a lie, bruh. Fakest lie I've ever seen. Friday the 20th. Yeah, so we basically took 0-ish trades this month, this week, except for Friday. That is so stupid. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, I feel like we're in a very big losing streak. 1, 2, 3. Wait, hold on. 1 loss, 2 loss, 3 loss, 4 loss. Okay, we've only got 4 losses. That's not bad, I guess. Compared to the last month's 8 losses. Still, I don't know what the wins are. I don't count them yet until the month is finished, because I would like to think every strategy is profitable if you trade them disciplined enough. After every month, right? So I am bearish because it broke structure lower. See if I can take a trade bearish side. Wow. Okay, this is a big expansion down. Damn. Damn. Da, 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 da. We have an FAG over here. It's gonna be a long time before he gets closed. So, do we get it closed? One break is structure lower. We currently have one break is structure lower. We have two now. Boom, right? If I were to follow the swing point and stuff rule, it'd basically be this. This is the stop loss. Let's see how I lose this money. I want to see if I get even entered in first. Fucking hell, this thing's just going up and down. Just choose. Please just go up or down, bro. Oh my god. This shit was edging me, bro. If I was like in a live trade watching this trade, I would freak out so much from just like the up and down of part of it, bro. God damn, man, you didn't have to go up and down like that, fam. Come on. Motherfucker was really in the mood for it, huh? Yeah, damn. Okay, gotta look at it like this, right? Two breaks of structures. And this was the profit. So Monday the 24th. Nice Monday. I like you. FEG. I don't know if like maybe the FEGs should get like filled first before entering. I've seen a few trades go good after filling FEGs. See at this FEG, it didn't fill. Okay, this FEG, it no, this FEG. It was filled. Huh. Okay, so I don't think getting filled or not matters. It's still just like an imbalance. That price maybe wants to come sweet. Maybe wants to come filling back. Oh my god, blah. Oh my god, blah. Perfect timing. Nice. So I am bullish because breaker structure upside. We can go bearish from this low. So I'm bullish. Keeping that in mind, we have a low here. Very nice. Gonna execute off of this low. One breaker structure upside. 0. Careful now. TC is a thing. One breaker structure upside, maybe? Two breaks a structure upside. Now this is something I haven't encountered yet. But let's see if it even gets encountered. Do I get entered before the 45? No, 45 is like that. So we are still bullish, right? Oh my god, bro, it's taking so long. Just go up or down, you damn ass. Okay, I'm not gonna trade, bro. Like, it's already past 11:30. I don't want to stay up anymore. Let's just see what price would have done, though. Let's see what price would have done. Okay. So this was a valid trade. I would still have taken this trade. The only thing that stopped me from getting this loss was that I don't wanna like watch the charts that long, bro. I wanna get out by 11:30. Because I wanna go to sleep and I don't wanna hold trades overnight like this if I don't know that they're entered in. Yep. Okay. That is that was a pure decision made right in front of you. That wasn't hindsight or anything. So that was valid, I'd say. God damn, that was a big trend change right there. Okay, let's see here. We are bearish with a chance to go bullish up here. Right, so let's go ahead, find some bearish PD array to go lower from. FVG. That's gonna be good. Right, we tap into the FVG. Fill the gap. One, no. One break a structure lower, but it also take the high, so that's invalid. I'd say, yeah, that's closed now. I don't want that. But you can see here, this itself is a high, so yeah, I would be looking to trade higher off of you. I know it's stupid, but this is just the strategy. If you have a high, there's liquidity there. One break of structure lower, 0. One break of structure. That's 2 breaks of structures. I almost didn't see that. Stop loss goes above here. 1 to 2, about there. Boom, boom. Let's see if it takes the TP first. No, we get it in. Stop loss. Let's just see what happens to price after stopping out. 2 TP. Okay, well, whatever. At least I got the bias correctly, I guess. No, but it was a fucking pure bullish candle. But yeah, this is dumb, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. Honestly, I should probably like make it a rule to find like this high just got closed once and then twice. Like, bro, that shit is not valid anymore, right? But I don't really have any evidence to show that it's actually invalid. So for now, I'm just gonna have to keep using them, and then I'll, you know, pick them off by the time I have sufficient data after backtesting these. Right, but for now, I'm just gonna have to take them. Boom, right? Wednesday, the 26th March. 2025. Black, I guess. Alright, so we got what, about 2, maybe 4 more days to trade this month on EU. So let's just see here. Let me just see what price does. So I'm bullish, definitely. Bullish because it broke structure up here. I would look for a bearish trade if it ever goes down there. So we're bullish. See if we get any PD arrays to take it. Okay, we have a liquidity sweep. This one holds for a long ass time, I'd say. One break of structure up. That one might actually come 0 it. 0, okay. One break of structure. 0. One break of structure. 2, there we are. Stop loss. Boom, find the low swing before that. Right, 1 to 2. Let's just see how this one goes. Get entered in. Hits TP. Nice. That was a very precise entry. Yeah, that was very precise. If that didn't enter me in, that would be like a whole. That'd be an entire like. Yeah, actually, what would have happened if I didn't get entered in? I want to know. Yeah, I would have not taken the trade because it was already 11:30 by then. Okay, bet. Good to know. Good to know. I don't need to know, but good to know, I guess. Lick sweep. 9:30. Just had to make sure. It'd be annoying, like figuring, like taking all these trades and then realizing I was on UTC and not UTC -4. It'd be annoying. Thing is, it happened once, like on my first ever time trading, first ever time backtesting with this, and like I was so mad. Not really, but I was like, bruh, did I really backtest like 2 weeks worth of data and then it was useless? Like I had that type of reaction. It was maddening. It was annoying. But it is what it is, you know. You make mistakes, you learn from them. And I've never made that mistake yet. And I probably won't do that again because it was really annoying. So every time I hop on these backtesting charts, I make sure I at least spend a second or at least 2 seconds just looking down here just to know if I'm actually on the right time zone. Right, Friday. See what Friday got here for us. Alright, so I am bearish, I'd say, but we do have a chance to go bullish here. I'm bearish, and we have a high up there, so I'm going to be looking for an S2 maybe. One breaker structure, anyways. One breaker structure lower. Another one lower. Honestly, this is a valid trade, right? One break, two breaks. This is really risky, I won't lie. Actually, no, it would be a new low right there. Yeah, okay. Okay, I didn't see that. There we are. Thank you. So we have one breaker structure there. 45 candle. Yeah, 45 candle opens up here. So I'm gonna be looking for bullish trades now. This is a TC. Wait, hold on. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Okay, so I'd be looking to trade from here. Bruh, so what am I actually? I was bearish and then price came above this high where it can break structure. And 45 candle opened above the high, so I'm bullish, right? So I'm gonna be looking for bullish stuff. Yeah, so bullish is definitely the trend now because it broke above. See if we can get any PD arrays. The trade, we don't. Okay, move on. I believe we have just 2 more days. No, 1 more day to trade in March, and that ends this video basically. Let's see what price does. This is pretty simple. Okay, so we're bearish. I'm bearish, right? I want to look for shorts because they broke structure lower on the 1 hour. Okay, we're looking at the charts now. We have a high up there, and price is definitely not gonna give me a trade. Nope, not at all. Okay. Well, that ends it for this video, for this backtesting session. It was what, 43 minutes long? Not bad. But yeah, Tuesday, April. So yeah, that's it. Now let's go ahead and see our trades, right? So we are March 2025. Boom, right? How many trades did we take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 trades. This is the least amount of trades I've had currently. 9 trades, right? How many wins? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, four wins. Nice. 4 wins, 5 losses. That's what? That's like less than 50%. Like a 45% win rate, I think. Because 9 divided by 4. No, 4 divided by 9 times 100 is, yeah, 44%. 44.44%. Percent win rate, right? So 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 5 is 3. So plus 3 RR. Not bad. That is a good month, right? That's a good month. Ain't gonna lie. So yeah, let's look at what we have currently and for the datas and stuff, right? So this strategy started off Friday the 3rd of January. All the trades, right? We had 7 wins and 6 losses. Definitely my biggest winning month with this backtest, right? 7 wins and 6 losses, a 53% win rate. So we had 13 trades, 13 plus 11, 13 plus 11 plus 9. How much is that? 20, 13 plus 11 plus 9, 33. 33, okay. 4 wins, 3 wins, that's 7 wins. 7 plus 7, that's 14. 14 divided by 33 times 100. So that is a 42.42% win rate for 3 months straight. I'd say that it isn't bad. That's still profitable, right? Like that is still very profitable. 33 and 33 minus 14. 19, right? So 14 times 2 minus 19. We are up 9 RR. That isn't bad. Yeah. Now just imagine this on like 3 other pairs. I don't know how much that's gonna be. Maybe like it would be like 9 times 4 basically, right? But I wouldn't say that. I'd say 9 times 3. So imagine we're up 27 RR after just 3 months of trading 4 pairs. That's not bad, bro. That is fucking amazing, right? That's like 8 plus 4 plus, let's say, like 5. Plus 5. Yeah. Yeah, that's like 2 payouts. That's actually 3 payouts. That is very good, bro. If I was just risking 1% on every single trade, which I wouldn't do, like that's very bad, because I'm trading 4 pairs, right? I'd probably risk like 0.2%, like 0.5%, maybe 0.25, right? It depends. I think I'm going to do like 0.5% risk on every single trade. But yeah, if I just got like let's say 27, right? 27. Let's just divide that by 2. So what? 13.5. Yeah, like if I got 13.5 percent after 3 months of trading, that's like that's maybe a past account, right? If I factor in like maybe a little wins from the 4th pair, that's not bad, right? If I can just do that consistently enough and then I get more payouts and stuff like that, I would probably be making what, 5% a month or so, right? A month or so, 5%. That is not bad. Like 5% a month. Look at that. Okay, in my country, in Myanmar, right? I want to like the lowest funded account would be like what, 5,000, right? On Fund Next, 5,000, right? If I can just make 5% of 5,000, which is just $250, like the conversion rate is like 4,000 on like a low average. It is the thing. I know, say thing. Let me tell you something. Say thing is basically 3 times a monthly salary. Okay, it's not minimum wage, by the way. It's like a high paying salary, right? Minimum wagers get like 1.8 180,000 chats, right? And for like the high average, like office workers and stuff like that, they get 300,000, right? 10, like a million is 3 times that. So if I can just make 5% in like 2 months, I am fucking balling. I am way better, so I am fucking good, bro. I have no reason to stress about, RR or anything. If I can just take trades consistently and, make money, just 5% a month or two, right? 5% every month or maybe every 2 months. If I can just get that consistently, I can, fucking live a very good life. I would be making my mom's salary twice, like thrice, right? Every month or so. That is fucking amazing, dude. I would support my mom so much. I would, you know, go celebrate. I would eat healthier. I would do everything better, man. Like, dude, if I can just get 5% a month or 2 months, every 1 month or every 2 months, that is amazing, right? That's all I need, basically. But obviously, I'm not gonna stop there. I want to get like at least, you know, maybe $500, maybe $1,000 every month or so, which I'm gonna need like a lot of scaling up to do so. But it'll be worth it, right? Just a 5% on like just getting $250 every month or so. That is already amazing enough for me. Imagine what I could do with like 4 million, bro. God damn, right? So basically that's it. I'm not gonna yap on anymore. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and backtest this way more. I'm not even done with like one pair. I want to get like at least 6 months of data on each pair, so I can actually calculate it all up, right? With like a big enough sample size. But basically, yeah. I'm gonna just keep backtesting EU until I finish EU, and then I'm gonna move on to GU, and then I'm gonna move on to AU, and then I'm gonna move on to NU, right? After I've got all those 4 pairs backtested with enough data and and stuff, right? I'm gonna go ahead, pick out, I'm gonna sort all the losers and all the winners. I'm just gonna try and look at them. I'm gonna try and see if there's anything in common within them. Maybe the losses have like this weird this weird pattern that always happens, or maybe this win has always this different pattern, right? Basically, I'm just gonna have to look through all these pictures, all these screenshots, and I'm just gonna have to find what's different and what's the same, right? If I can just do that, and I can up my win rate and everything, maybe get like a 50% or like a 60% win rate consistently, I am fucking balling, right? But enough yap. That's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Um, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye. Good night.